Hi, and welcome back to Readings with David Booker. Today we're going to read from my book of shorts, Glimpse of My Shorts. And we've done a few readings from these, Judgment, Murder in Millennium, a few others. Today we're going to do one of my comedies. Well, I think it's funny. So, my name is Norman Clature. I squinted across the desk at the man sitting opposite me. I was squinting because my glass had been broken on my last case. So, let me get this straight. You want me to find your nephew's cousin's niece's parrot, which is a material witness to a murder that happened 14 years ago? The man nodded gravely, his long earrings swaying with the movement of his head. I checked my right-hand desk drawer for my supply of false mustaches and wigs. I must have restocked it recently. The sight of the handlebar mustache and goatee filled me with confidence. They were like old friends and had served me well. I agreed to take the case on a rate of $50 a day and a pack of juicy fruit gum every week. The gum I put in to show I didn't come cheap. He trembled at the extra expense but was desperate for my services. Now that the preliminaries were over, we got down to the meat of the case. 2 steaks and a half-pound of ground pork. I put them away for future reference. My client, as I must now call him, spread out a map of Europe on the desk, his fingers tapping on Portugal. This didn't help us as the bird flew the coop in Cleveland, Ohio. Using the map as a guide, he drew a line down following the supposed path of the parrot. I drew a line parallel across to show a possible flight path with an easterly wind. He crossed both lines near the top to show a path as a crow flies. I drew a line underneath to show the return flight. We next marked possible landing sites with X's and O's. I won. He raised his head off the floor where he had fallen in surprise and chagrin. You obviously have been in the business a long time. You're hired. I looked up to find my secretary already on the phone. I'd asked her numerous times to not sit on it, but she seemed to take no notice. She barely took shorthand. Miss Nomer, please remove your person from the phone. I have to make a call. She got up in a huff and left in a minute and a huff. When the door closed, I put my ear to the keyhole to make sure she wasn't listening. Can you hear me? I whispered subtle voice. No, I heard back in basso profondo. I turned back to my client. Okay, you can speak freely now. He went to the window and nervously mopped his brow. I took the mop and replaced it in the bucket. I'll tell you the truth. We already know who has the parrot. It's Sir Loin from outside London. I looked in bewilderment. So you're willing to pay my fare to and from London? He seemed surprised. London, Ohio's not that far. I hid my face in shame. I hid it so well, it took me half an hour to find it. By the time I put it on, my client had left. On the desk were a $50 bill and a pack of juicy fruit gum. I was on the case. I stepped off the case and headed out the door. There was work to do and time was limited. Stepping out in front of my office, I tried to call the cab down the block. Their number was unlisted, so I took the train. When I got where I was going, they made me take it back. I returned on the 10:45 to London. It got me there at 12:15, but my watch stopped at 11:20, so it was really 13:30. I was in the seedy side of town. Florists were everywhere, hawking seeds. I purchased a half-pound of bird seed. If I couldn't find the parrot, I might have to grow one. Looking up, I saw the parrot in question on a windowsill. I followed her into the local dairy. She got trapped in a vat of butter. I reported back. She was polysaturated. So that's that one. Some of these are fun, and I like doing these. And later today or tomorrow, I will do some more readings, and we'll put probably from one of my books in the Time Years series. I think I'm doing one from Time is Changing, which is, I hate to say it, out of 7 books, it's one of my favorites. So I appreciate you coming by and visiting. If you have an author or are an author and you'd like some of your stories read here, please let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. Always looking to help out new authors, being one myself. So I appreciate you visiting, and I hope to see you again tomorrow or whenever I put the next one up. So thank you again. Have a good day.